Hi you guys, it's Joyce. I'm going to try to do another video. This is the third piece I'll be throwing today. I've made videos of the other two, but they kind of ended up a little bit longer than I wanted. So we'll see if this one can be shortened a bit. Okay, so sorry, you're going to have to watch the most boring part of pottery right now, which is centering. It's the most boring part, but it's also the most crucial part. When I'm throwing, I always start with my biggest pieces for the day first, because that's, frankly, you need a lot of energy and muscles to be able to center clay. And it's easier to center smaller pieces, obviously. So when I get tired, I tend to do the smaller pieces. Okay, so I did one pull up. I'm going to push it down now. This is kind of like wedging the clay on the wheel a bit, okay? It's not 100% centered. There's still a bit of a wobble. I can see a wobble on my hands. I hope you can see that too. I've been throwing a ton of pottery lately, and for some reason I get a lot of pain right here, and I haven't figured out why yet. I'm hoping it's just that I'm not used to using like muscles between there. I don't know. That's going to be a problem otherwise. Hope you guys had a good weekend. I was home alone all weekend. Pat was on a business trip. And I did a lot of clay and knitting. I know I have such an exciting life. Don't be jealous. Did I ever say how much I hate centering clay? I just hate it. Honestly, if you could just buy blobs of clay centered on bats already, I would sign up for that in a second. Or I should just hire somebody to come over and center the damn clay for me. One wrong move and you can just like knock it off. Okay. And it does not pay to get lazy at this point and go, oh, it's close enough, because your piece will wobble and it will suck. You do not skimp. See, now I just knocked it off. Sometimes when I'm pushing from the side like this, I just get a bad angle. It's 100% my bad. You can see it's all pushed off again. I will tell you, when I'm not making videos, these suckers center immediately. Immediately. I never dig around. Okay, I think I'm going to do one more pull up on this. Oh, it's getting really hot in my greenhouse. There's no heat on in here. With the sun coming down and there's no leaves on the trees to shade it, it's probably like 80 in here right now. Honestly, if I wasn't making a video, I would be throwing in my bra and underwear. I do that all the time. No, I don't have a public studio, for obvious reasons. Okay, that's about as centered as I'm gonna get it right now. Okay, so now, push down with my thumbs. I'm gonna push down and start pulling it open. This is why I need a friend here recording, so they could put the camera inside so you guys can all see, but obviously with my hands like this, it's not going to happen. So if anybody is bored during the day and wants to come over and hang out, I would love the company. Because frankly, I keep stabbing this with my nails. I have all my nails cut very short, and I'm still catching somewhere. Frankly, the cats and Max and Anya are not good at working the camera for me. I do have a bit of a wobble here. Let me tell you guys something. So just sitting here fighting the heck out of it. A lot of times when I have a piece that is not 100% perfect, then I designate that piece as one that's going to get carved, because I can cover up a lot of imperfections in the centering with my carving, or when I add other things to it. A lot of times when you see my pottery and I'm adding things to it, it's kind of covering up mistakes. I'm going to be honest. They're happy accidents. Okay, so I'm going to check the depth on this. It's still too thick. So I'm making a bunch of pieces for this raku firing. So raku is a Japanese or Chinese thing that they do where you get these really cool metallic glazes. Raku is not food safe because there's metals in the glaze, like lead and other metals. So it's strictly decorative, but it's beautiful because you get these amazing flares of metallic colors. And the whole process is super cool too. Let me get to the point where I start pulling up my bowl. I'm going to do a bowl on this one. I decided for this raku firing, I'm going to do a lot of dragonfly pieces because, first of all, my friends all like dragonflies. And dragonflies, when you look at dragonflies, they have their bodies are metallic. They have all those gorgeous metallic colors, so it just kind of really lends itself well to raku. Let me check the depth here. It's a little thicker than I would want. Okay, one more pass with the rib. So I need to show you guys a raku dragonfly Pat made probably 15 years ago. He did the wings. Wow, it's very bright. I hope you guys can see. He did the wings with copper wire and copper screen, which is amazing. And so he just built the body out of pottery and threw that in the raku firing. Let me tell you guys something. I gotta show it to you. It's upstairs on my pond. That dragonfly was the funniest damn thing at the raku firing. Picture this. He did two eyeballs, two big blue eyeballs, and then a long body with some striations in it for the, I don't know, for the body. I'll just be really blunt. Before it had the wings put on, it looks like a giant penis. Just does. I'm going to tell you that right now. Can you see how sunny it is in here? Holy smacks. Okay, I'm just going to do one more pass on the bottom here. I've been having issues with my bottoms cracking lately. This last round I didn't have as many. But of course the one piece I really wanted to turn out, it was a surprise gift for a friend. The whole bottom cracked. Ugh. And I wasted a lot of time trying to fix it. You can't fix it. Lesson learned, just start over. And you don't know, here's a problem too, that's a good thickness. You don't know that it's going to crack until it's drying. I mean, it doesn't look like it's going to crack on the wheel or anything. So I put all this effort into putting a handle on it, decorating it, doing this, doing that. And then after I have a couple hours worth of work into it, that's when the darn thing cracks. Okay, so now I'm going to start pulling up the sides, slow down my wheel a little bit. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of making my hand into a claw and I'm pinching and pulling. Remember, these are not teaching videos. I don't really care. I don't want to teach. This is just, I know a lot of my friends like to see the process and they find this really relaxing, which is cool. That is super cool. I just hit a couple sticky spots and I don't want this. When you hit a sticky spot, it's not wet enough. You can pull your whole piece off center. So I was really glad to get into my art studio today. I work tonight. A lot of times if I have parties, I do another job where I do parties at night. If I do parties at night, a lot of times that's my work day, and so then I'll do my other company's business during that day and I don't do art at all. Frankly, it was one of those days where people were just in the mood to pick fights on Facebook. And just kind of wanted to get away from all that. And I knew with my other job, I do a lot of it is posting on Facebook. So I knew I would get sucked into the vortex of fighting over this stupid stuff. Well, it's not really stupid because I'm right, but okay. So this, I just want to make a bowl. It's going to be a decorative. Remember, raku is decorative, okay? It's only decorative. You cannot use it for food. Wanted to do a big bowl, and I don't know, depending, I think I might have the dragonfly on the inside. My thing I've been doing lately, wow, it's really sunny. The thing I've been doing lately is when I put items on the sides of either my mugs or my bowls, I like to have an element standing up over the top rather than just like an applique on the side. I think it just adds some cool visual interest. Okay, so I still have a lot of clay at the bottom. So I'm taking my finger and I'm kind of making a groove. Okay, and I'm going to do another pull. When I hit a spot, you can see it wobbles a little bit, which sucks. I'm going to try to do another pull here. A couple boogers of clay stuck. Try to make it so your lip of your bowl isn't too thin. That's important because that's the area that's going to get a lot of dinging and wear and tear, so you don't want to make that too thin. Dare say, this one's going pretty darn good, huh? I'm happy with it. So this will be an awesome dragonfly bowl. Decorative. Put it in the center of your table. I have decorative bowls all over that I throw a bunch of crap in. I have bowls all over with my reading glasses, knitting stuff, whatever. So this is pretty much almost where I want it. I'm going to trim. That one went really fast, which is good because it's super sunny and I am roasting. And honestly, if I wasn't recording this, I would be in my bra and underwear. Which, when I turn this off, I think that's what I'm going to be doing. Honestly. That's why I don't go in public. So I'm trimming the foot and kind of rounding it a little bit more. Ooh, I just thought of a cool idea. If this is not too wet, I might do something cool. Stay tuned. This is either going to be cool or it's going to wreck it. There's no happy medium. I don't want to get this too wet, especially with what I'm thinking of doing next. Okay. I haven't done this for a while. I don't know if I want to do it or not. I'm thinking of flaring the lip down so it's flat. I don't know. I should really use my flexible rib for that. I don't know if I want to do that or not. Let's see. Hey, that's not bad. So if I get my clay too wet here, it will collapse. And then I will cry. I'm kind of digging this. This might be turning out cool. Because then you know what would be cool? Is on this flat rim on the bowl is where I will have the dragonfly landing. Awesome! Okay, it's turning out. I'm always nervous about pushing my luck. Like, I want it flatter, and I want it a little wider, but is that when that sucker's going to collapse on me? Loving it. Loving it. Oh my God. Wait until you guys see. I gotta pay attention. Wait until you guys see what I came up with this weekend. I gave a couple friends a sneak peek. Let's just say this. If you like poppies, yeah, you're gonna wanna stay tuned. Something amazing. I'm not gonna show it until I have it glazed though. I bought some special glaze. Bought some of my own glaze, and I want to make sure it's going to glaze in the color I want before I show you guys. Yeah. I think there's still a little extra clay at the bottom. I want to kind of scooch out of here. This one's going really well. Don't jinx it. Okay, take my little piece of chamois. I'm going to try to round this edge out a little bit. It's going to look awesome. I am literally going to have the dragonfly sitting on the rim, the flat rim. Crap, I'm going to be playing my face now. Flat rim, like it's landed on the bowl. It's going to be awesome. In fact, I might just throw a bunch of smaller ones to match it now that I did this one. So again, Williams-Sonoma, April 8th. This is why I'm kind of crazy and bitchy right now. I am in Punta Cana the week before, so I have to get everything done now. So here we go. Awesome, awesome. Thank you for joining me. I will keep throwing, and if I throw anything else cool, I will show you. Thanks, bye.